Folks, you guys might have seen this whole John Mulaney drags Prince Harry and Meghan Markle and their failed Netflix projects and stuff. That's, first of all, put a pin in this. This is the thing that gets the headline, right? Here's what people aren't paying attention to. There is way more to this story than meets the eye. This guy's got a way bigger history with these two than meets the eye, which I'm going to show you here in 2 seconds. Anyways, first of all, let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being part of the show. Hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Governor. Hello, my son. He's a fucking little Billy. Listen, folks, people are like freaking out about this. This is nothing. Don't forget, and I'll say this again, Netflix does not, there's something bigger going on with Netflix. They don't care. They have money to burn. They are out of ideas. I am going to show you this. By the way, I got so many things. I'm telling you, I'm wound. Listen.
The real dunce of this fairy tale is Prince Harry has entered the chat. You dumb ginger.
So it says that he drags them, right? By the way, I say comedian loosely with this dude, okay? Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Listen, I've seen him on some YouTube clips and stuff, and he said some funny things and this and that. I tried to watch that special that he did, the last one, that Baby J. You want to holy smokes, folks. Horrific. I can't believe somebody I would have lost my mind if I had paid money and gone out and saw that in a club. I would have lost my mind. It was horrible. Anyways, by the way, he's not that funny either. Listen to this. Let me get into this. Think about this. This is a Netflix, an event where they're talking about like what's coming up for the year and all this stuff. And this is a big Netflix thing. Think about this. Put a pin in this. Guess who's not there? Okay, this is in Los Angeles. Guess who's not there? Sharkly the Markley and Sizzle Nuts. Okay? Now, think about this. Is that because they're too big? They would take all the attention away, okay? Just put a pin in this too. Think about that. I'll get to this in 2 seconds, okay? Let me read this little thing real quick. So this dope, right? He's got a show coming out. This is, I'm telling you, when I say the Hollywood and Netflix, there's skunks. They're skunks. Listen to this. This guy, unfunny, okay? He's coming out with a talk show. That's what the world needs. Another stupid talk show, right? On Netflix. Like, what? Okay. And he's talking about everybody's live with John Mulaney. Okay, I'm sure this is going to be a real big hit. And he talks about his, the variety of guests, from Schwarzenegger, blah, 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 all this stuff. This is basically a podcast that they're putting on Netflix, okay? This is how out of ideas that Netflix is. Put a pin in this. This guy is talking about his own stupid show that's coming out. There ain't a word about it. It is only about the fact, the only headlines that this guy got from this, okay, Mr. Comedian, Mr. Hilarious over here, the only headlines he got was because he allegedly drags these two, which is, by the way, nothing compared to what's already been done, okay, and I'll show you that in 2 seconds too. And this guy's got a history with these two, okay? Now, put a pin in this. So he says... He goes, he gushed over the platform for giving him a shot, adding, "This is a really fun experience. This is the big drag." Okay, you ready for this? "Not since Harry and Meghan has Netflix given more money to someone without a specific plan." Okay, fine. Now, that's dragging? That is nothing. Okay, I'm going to refresh everybody's short memory here about somebody that really dragged the shit out of them. And really drag the shit out of them live on Netflix, okay? But put a pin in this. Think about this too. And I've said this before. There's something bigger going on with these two dopes and Netflix. Think about this, okay? Think about this. In her own, think about it. First of all, it's called With Love, Meghan. Now, the lady seems to be incapable of love and incapable of cooking. And however, in ironic twist, they put a cooking show together and call it With Love from the Sharkly the Markley, the person who's possibly, potentially part alien, okay? Reptile, something. You know who's in it? The Netflix guy's wife. My wife, She's in it, okay? There's something going on here. Here's the thing, too. These two dopes live in Montecito. They're 2 hours away from this, right? I guess if there was a fire, they'd be up there, taking photos and everything, walking around, ashes and whatnot. But you're going to tell me at this Netflix event they don't invite them? You know why? Because they get too much attention. I'm telling you, think about this. Netflix is so out of ideas. And so, and I told you, they will put up anything. That they're giving this dope a talk show. What are we going to hear? Something he's talking to Arnold Schwarzenegger? What are we going to hear from Arnold Schwarzenegger we haven't heard 10,000 times? No, this is fantastic. This is fantastic. I mean, what are we going to hear? Please. I think everybody has heard everything possible out of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now, think about this. So Scheissmeist, right? They push her show back. Right? Probably so she can get more news or whatever the hell going on. She's in cahoots and she's in tight with Ted's wife. My wife. All this other jazz, right? And think about this too. Netflix stock went up like 90% just last year alone, okay? They've got over 300 million subscribers. Listen to this. The publicity that Sharkly the Markle and H, even though it's horrific, the publicity alone is worth whatever they're paying them. And by the way, nobody even knows what they're getting paid. Okay, that $100 million is who knows what. I mean, who knows how realistic that even is. And the other, okay, let me get into this. Let me show you this video of this dope. So this guy has been talking about Sharkly, Markley, and H since 2000. Okay, he's also was on Seth Meyers' talk show. I'm not even going to show you that part. It's painful. Anyways, this is him at an airport in 2020, okay?
If it wasn't clear in the last story, Instagram story, there's going to be a makeup date for the show. Sorry, there's a thing about Harry and Meghan will no longer use Royal Highness titles. Wow. And Harry and Meghan, so I don't have to call them Prince or Princess anymore. I didn't do that. On the regular, I didn't call them by their Royal Highness titles.
Is this guy the worst at filming or what?
But, they get no public funding. That's so stupid. I'd rather be named Prince. Maybe, I guess Harry wants to be, and Meghan, they want to be happy. My whole thing is like...
This is where he finally makes a bit of sense, okay?
Are you sure that you want to give it up and then you'll be happy? Because maybe you are in a period of your life where you're unhappy, but at the end of the day, you'd like to be the prince of England, which I would maybe. But I doubt they gave up their Royal Highness titles and like easily. I bet it was a tough decision, and they met in big rooms, all of them, to talk about it. And so it was a hard decision. So Godspeed. In case the last thing got cut off.
Is this guy the worst? Okay.
I said Godspeed here.
Here's the other thing. You know how many times this guy's taking these clips and then continuing the same thought? That is what blows my mind.
Harry and Meghan, no longer royal and no longer highness, but you're still the Duke and Duchess of... I thought of it. You're still the Duke and Duchess of fun, because Harry, he's been a troublemaker for so long, and Meghan, she's from...
Okay, this is where it cuts off. Okay, so you can see this guy kisses their ass. Literally, he's been doing it since 2020. Okay, he's way up on their job, folks. I was gonna add the Chris Rock roast that he did of these two bird brains on here, but it won't go through on the old approval deal. But anyways, if you remember Chris Rock on Netflix, absolutely, that was somebody actually really dragging them, and he did it live. Anyways, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you think there's a bigger thing here than meets the eye, and if this is all just a ruse. Hope you guys are having a great day. You all be good. Who loves you, baby?
Who loves you, baby? You're beautiful.